We've been starting at the top and working our way down this whole time, so let's start at the bottom. We'll start with Nathan. We'll start with Nathan. Again, or probably continue with Nathan. He looks like we've been doing the same day over and over again. I'm assuming the rocking chair didn't work out. Maybe it did. I don't know. Let's ask him and find out. Hello, Nathan.
A burned Hannah's rocking chair.
Nice.
The day moved forward. It was a good choice.
Good.
I'm not sure I've got much left of hers now. I've burnt most of it, or given it away, just to make the days move forward. There was a moment when I was attacking a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Okay, well, time's moving forward. Turns out that the arson might be working. Let's just go right into Dekker, and then we'll come back to, his problems. Tell me about Dekker.
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
He sounded like not a great therapist. What other problems did he give you?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Or that he's revealed. Maybe you had these problems and you just didn't realize it. Now that they're out in the open, now we can heal them or something. I don't know. Why was Dekker crazy?
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
How did he curse you?
The curse. Well, remembered. I was hoping he'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
I mean, Bryce said the same thing. That he was depressed because he had so much work he couldn't get caught up on, and Dekker said, just find a way to come up with more time, and bam, 25 hours in a day. Only for Bryce. Why did you believe Dekker?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
So, you think Dr. Dekker was going mad? Was his madness infectious? Was it perhaps the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker? Alright, what demonstration?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere.
Just like that. There it is. I see it.
And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
I see it. Interesting. Did he use hypnosis? Is that a thing? Why do you remember it if he hypnotized you?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Is this why you're obsessed with burning things now? Why were you scared?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
So you were lying to your therapist. That seems like a great relationship. Why did he want you to forget?
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
And then he just took other calls and things instead of dealing with you during your sessions? That sounds terrible. What's a basic therapist?
He told me lots of people get depression. To become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Oh, do you have a thing for Jaya? What's going on with Jaya? What's your deal with Jaya?
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
Didn't she just say last time, like, she just got a weird basic high from him, and otherwise he kind of creeped her out? Alright.
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew.
Okay. What did you think Dekker would do? What?
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. I don't know who did.
I feel like he answered not the question we asked. Paper spike.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
I mean, you saw the female archaeologist student that you were chatting up at the at Hannah's funeral anniversary. I don't. Oh. Did we ask about hypnosis? Yeah, kind of. All right, what happened with the Salvation Army bins? You were doing a thing.
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Did you read the diary?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement.
Oh, wow.
That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And here you've been obsessed with her for the last several years. What do you regret?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Well, he may or may not be the murderer, but he would still murder his former fiancée? Jeez, are you sure you didn't do it on purpose? Man, maybe you're susceptible to hypnosis. Maybe you really did murder her on purpose because you knew she was going to break up with you. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about Hannah, I guess.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Oh, cool. Who are you dating? How did that go?
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
Why isn't it honest? You're just trying to figure out how human interaction works, since you clearly don't understand that.
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here.
Oh no.
The friendly redhead with the accent.
Oh, he wants to date Mariana. I mean, apparently so does everybody, but... Huh. Okay. Alright, well there's not actually too much more here for us to follow up on, so maybe we ask about the curse of the dread Dr. Dekker?
The curse. Or remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
I'm not sure where to go with that. Oh, Nathan. We got no other suggestions here. All right, let's go for hint. Hint. How did Dr. Dekker want him to make something of his repeat days? Okay, yeah. How did Dekker want you to... Nope. How did want you to make something of your... Oh my gosh, I'm losing my ability to type. Holy crap.
Like I said,
There we go.
it takes something like a tragic event to move my day forward. I do more and more bizarre things to try and get things moving. It's a curse, like I said.
Bizarre things? Like what bizarre things? I'm afraid to ask. You feel like going on a date with this dude would be the most miserable experience? Yeah, but to be fair, Mariana seems to black out anytime she goes dancing. So, you know, maybe that would just work out for him, because then she wouldn't have to remember and he could just keep talking about his dead fiance wearing the same clothes. All right, what bizarre things is he doing?
I intentionally cut myself.
Oh, jeez.
Publicly humiliate myself. I steal things.
Why are...
I hurt people around me, just enough to get another day to start. I ran out of people around me pretty quickly.
Gee, you think? Nathan, why? All right, the diary. There's more about the diary. We gotta follow up on the diary.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it.
Why weren't you going to read it?
You've asked me that already. No. Wait, maybe that was yesterday. I don't know, anyway.
Why did you read it? Did you know she was going to call off the engagement? No, and he doesn't want to talk about Hannah. All right, fine. Give me a hint, game. When did you read the diary?
A few weeks ago. It's still sinking in. Suppose living a lie is just the norm nowadays.
All right, bam. Green for Nathan. Hell yeah. All right, Mariana, let's do this.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Okay. Paper spike.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
But were you trying to make a joke? Is that what you were trying to do? Okay, sure, your checks.
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Do you have money problems? I know that you make your... Her livelihood is picking up junk that she finds on the beach of the ocean and making jewelry out of it to sell. So, how's that going?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
But you don't drink. You said you don't drink. Why do people buy you drinks if you don't drink? How often do you go to the bars and restaurants?
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget.
She is very fidgety. She's been very fidgety and twitchy. That is true. You dislike crowds but visit nightclubs. Thank you. That's exactly what I want to know.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different.
No, well, there's still people, though.
The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
I have a hard time imagining her in a crowd not attracting attention. But okay. Sure. Why slink?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
But you still do it? Where do they follow you?
They follow me. Wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Okay, we got a note. Mariana wants me to guess where people follow her. What happens after they follow her? It's a good question. What happens after they follow you? Sure, okay, yeah, we'll just go for that.
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
There it is. That's it. That's the orange. We can just move on. We're done with Mariana. That's it. That's all we needed to know. She kisses people and then they just follow her. Okay, we got to keep going with this. Do they follow you into the ocean, you siren? Nope. We also got more stuff we can ask about her. What's rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Oh, how weird. Why? And that was a thing we had to ask. All right, fine. What do you mean these people disappear?
Well, they don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice. They...
Where do you go? Where do you go with them?
Nope. Nothing.
All right, let's hit the blackouts, and then yeah, she mentioned the dream where she saw something beautiful in the sea.
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today.
Ooh,
Do you want to come with me to the beach?
that sounds terrible. Going to the beach sounds like fun. Her going to the beach sounds terrible. Yes. Maybe someone should come with you to the beach.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
Oh, and that was the end of that line of questioning. Okay. Have you gone dancing?
I really don't know.
That doesn't... Okay, fine. All right. What's the weird, beautiful thing you found in the ocean?
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing. Like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
Where do you wake up? Is this when you're at the beach? Is this your blackouts? Why a beacon? Why bacon?
It's so beautiful. Calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
I don't know what the dream means. Maybe it's symbolic, maybe it's made up, maybe it means you're searching for something. Oh, we got notes. Mariana's dream could mean many things. A metaphor for her current issues, searching for something, or maybe she's just making it up. Maybe it's symbolic.
Yes, I suppose I follow that glow like people follow me. I still don't know what it means, though.
Maybe... Oh, we do also need to ask about Dekker. We've missed out on that. You okay with men buying you drinks?
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink.
But you don't drink.
I'm a very good-natured girl.
But you don't drink. But you don't drink.
Try again?
No, but you don't drink. Why do you keep talking about alcohol when you don't drink? Why are you good-natured? Sure.
Don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
Yes, you're sweet. No, you're not sweet. You're an evil siren luring men to their deaths. Sure, you're sweet. Fine.
I think you're falling for me, Doctor. Don't let that get in the way of helping me.
Do people ever follow you home? She said yes, they do, but okay, we'll keep going.
Yes, they follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
Almost like she's bewitching them. Alright, sure. Do they follow you to bed?
There was one guy, a real gym buddy. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me. It was creepy. I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
That sounds like fun. I also just noticed that she has an octopus necklace. I've known that she has the necklace. I just realized that that's an octopus. That's cool.
There was one guy. Yes.
Do people follow you to the beach? Alright, fine. Dekker.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
I mean, he was my predecessor and he was brutally murdered, so I kind of feel like I need to, you know, keep up on that. Did Dekker visit you at home? Ooh.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
What investment? What investment?
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
Okay, alright, fine. Yes, I'm thinking of doing home visits, sure.
I can't afford any more sessions, so it sounds like you'll be paying. That's a date, isn't it, Doctor? I'm not sure that's appropriate.
Okay, alright, fine. So what else do we have?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Yeah, she has money problems. There's something about money in here that we gotta figure out. Why do you feel blue on rent day?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
Okay, and that is the end of that. Oh, maybe passing through? Can we investigate that?
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Why are you staying here?
I don't.
Will you move from here? Oh yes, thinking about the nightclubs.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
How are the crowds at bars different?
I can be outgoing. It just depends on what mood you catch me in. Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
Why don't you want everyone seeing that?
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not trying to get them to do anything.
There's still more about that. There's still more about slinking around on nightclubs.
Sometimes
Do people ever follow you home? Where do people follow you? What's the investment? You're just passing through. Alright, give me a hint. Give me a hint, game. Did you know? I don't know why we're asking this, but sure. Dekker was...
Why would you tell me that? You like watching me squirm, don't you, Doctor?
I don't know why I'm telling you that either. The game made me do it. Why are you squirming?
I don't know.
Squirm?
Real smooth, Doctor.
Okay, that was it. Fine. Sure. Not a normal response to the question. Also not a normal question. Yeah, there's a lot of this in here.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily.
Bored easily? Maybe that's a thing?
I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor?
What am I bored by? I am never bored.
You'll have to ask.
Alright, hint. Come on. 3 seconds. Oh, why do the people that follow her seem like they're in a trance?
They're in some kind of trance, like zombies. But I don't know what they want.
Can you control the trance zombies? Nope. Boredom could fall under a general feeling of discomfort or unease. Yeah. Why slink?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me.
Do girls follow you? Nope. People ever follow you home?
Yes, they follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
There's got to be somewhere else that they follow her. Following what investments?
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly? He called it aversion therapy.
Ooh, here we go.
Whenever I felt the urge to go to the sea, he would do something unpleasant.
Oh, I don't want to ask what unpleasant thing Dr. Dekker was doing, but I feel like we need to.
I don't know what you'd call it, but it was unpleasant for me.
And that's it. That we don't get to ask what he did. Oh. All right, give me another hint. Nope. Give me another hint. I could be mean and say I'm bored of her. Oh, why would I do that? That's terrible. I'm not bored.
I don't know.
I don't want to be mean. Why would I do that? That's mean.
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Do they follow you to the store?
No, not shopping.
Do they follow you to the... Wait. Do they follow you to the sea? Do they follow you to the movie theater? Do they follow you to the library? Nope, I don't know where else people go. I'm out of ideas. Do they follow you to hell? Sure. Do they follow you to hell? Oh, we're done with where do people follow you. So it's got to be them following you home. Hmm. All right, fine. We'll say that we're bored of her. I am bored of you. And I'm sorry I have to say this, but the game's making me do it.
You should get out more, Doctor. Looking at me all day should be fun, but if you're bored, perhaps we should spend some time apart.
Okay, that was a nice, snarky little response. Do people follow you home? Do we still have... Yeah, this one?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club.
Maybe it's the kiss. Does it have to be a kiss?
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are.
Nope, she's a siren.
I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
Wait.
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
So that's why she slinks around.
If I kiss somebody and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
Interesting. Okay. So there's the beacon. Oh, there was another beacon question, right? No, we don't need any more of those. There's something else on the kiss. Do people ever follow you home?
Yes, they follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
Oh, silent, maybe?
I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me.
Have you tried talking to them? Is it because they're creepy? Did we already ask about that? We did. Man, there's something else here with the kisses, right?
I'm not a siren, it's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
Siren?
Interesting that you should say that. Dr. Dekker said the same thing. And he's dead now.
Was that a threat?
Siren. Mermaid. Do you think I could really be one?
That would be pretty cool. Hey, green, that was it. Woohoo! All right, she's a siren mermaid. Perfect. Problem solved. All right, so Elin, you're up. Elin on deck. We'll go through Elin. Man, I am gonna have to stop streaming here soon. We'll go through Elin. We'll do most, if not all, of Elin's questioning, and then I'll probably call it quits for today. But Elin, hello.
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry.
Are you still?
Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore.
I see that.
I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
Who did you give it back to? All the things. All right, how's Terry?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Are you gonna kill Terry? Are you murdering Terry? Is that what's going on here? Oh, Elin. Why did you give the locket back?
You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Sarah Dekker. What? Who's Sarah Dekker? There's another Dekker. Was it Dekker's mom? Did she... She killed Dekker's mom. Oh my gosh. Dekker brought up his mom issues so that Elin would go kill his mom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Remember how Dr. Dekker was sharing his mommy issues with Elin? How did she die?
I don't know.
Was it? Yeah. Is it a little bird?
It was just a little China bird, sort of a yellowy blue pattern on it. I don't think it's worth anything.
Okay. There was the watch.
I don't know.
Ring?
Is that really what you want to talk about? Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first...
So... Dekker's
That
mom.
doesn't really matter.
Okay, fine. It doesn't matter. Fine.
I'm fine.
Oh, we gotta ask about Hilda.
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Why? Why did she give you a vicious scratch?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps...
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, sorry, wait.
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
Oh, Elin. Do it tonight?
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Murder. You are murdering her. You've taken her off of her drugs and are giving her your terrible herbs to kill her. Change your skin.
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
What a weird analogy for you to use while doing your shape-shifting thing. What is the spike trick? Okay, wait. We got a lot of stuff. I feel like that was not the right question answer combo, but oh, we got stuff in our notes. Is Elin going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter? Yes, she is. She is. We already know that.
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on.
Oh, what happened to her face? What did her face do?
Sorry. I don't think it's gonna work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
Cool, she's not gonna murder me. Her face got all wobbly. Kind of like when Nathan conjured fire in his hand. What do you usually say when you shift?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, "It's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum," or "I love you, Dad." But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Why do you do this if they know that it's not real?
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
I don't know. Do I think it's wrong? Kind of, but I kind of also want to just keep encouraging all these terrible tendencies in people. Nah, it's not wrong. Embrace your weird shapeshifteriness. We'll go with that.
Good, because I really feel this is something I have to do.
You have to shapeshift and murder and steal from your patients. Got it. Great. Oh, all right. Do you know about the paper spike?
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why would they choose this paper? Wait, what? Paper spike? Why is it weird that the paper spike was used?
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. At this bit, here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
Since it says it's probably not strictly wrong, as long as she's not, like, doing exactly what she was doing and stealing jewelry and murdering old people. Yeah, but I mean, she has been, so... I don't know. Okay, so there was her, this thing.
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
So there's her weird analogy about stabbing yourself with a paper spike.
Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
So he stabbed himself with this paper spike, believing that it wouldn't hurt him, and so apparently it didn't do that. Sounds like Dr. Dekker was the one with the magic powers, and everyone else just kind of... He was, like, experimenting on them? I don't know, Dr. Dekker sounds like not a cool dude. Alright, we got all sorts of crap to do here. Sarah Dekker, why did she have the locket back? Why did Hilda scratch you? Why did you say that I'm not going to die soon?
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
So are you not going to murder me? Why didn't you want me to know about Sarah Dekker? Yeah, we'll do that.
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're going to have a field day with it.
Yeah, kinda. It seems like you're murdering people. Vincent, stapled your finger once when you were a kid because you thought it wouldn't hurt. Guess what? It did hurt. Yeah, that seems like that would hurt a lot. Did you know that Sarah Dekker was Dr. Dekker's mother?
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Then why are you still in therapy? I don't understand that aspect of it. Why did he refuse to talk about his mom?
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But he wasn't interested. It wasn't like he hated her. It was just like it wasn't important. He asked me to take care of it for him. He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry, your assistant.
Oh, Jaya. All right, more stuff about Jaya. What did Dekker mean when he said, take care of it?
It was about the second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting.
That seems to be how a lot of this has happened. People have these powers because Dr. Dekker said, imagine that you could do anything. And they're like, great, I would turn into people's loved ones before they die. Anything else here? Ooh, was it Dr. Dekker's idea for you to shift?
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic, and my sister's an empath, but I was just ordinary. I always felt like I wasn't special, like I was missing out. But I wasn't. I just hadn't discovered what I could do yet. Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
Okay, well you shifted for... You shifted for Sarah Dekker? Oh, come on. Why? See, but why? That's what I... How is your mum psychic?
My mum's got these spirit guides and they tell her things. Mostly about my love life, it would seem.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that your mom's in like all that weird new age crap, like crystals and homeopathy and stuff. Okay. Alright, what's an empath?
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what an empath is. I should probably Google it sometime.
Cool. Glad to see you know as much about your siblings as most siblings. Did you shift for Sarah?
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just thought, what would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there. But it actually happened. I changed into him, Dr. Dekker. It blew my mind.
How do you know who you're changing into? We already established that you can't see this. Okay. Why did Hilda scratch you?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds.
So Hilda's meds, maybe?
I've got her on a herbal compound.
Oh, no.
St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
You're killing the old lady. You're killing her with your poisons, your herbal poisons.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd have to check. I have it written down somewhere.
Okay. Do we need to ask about, like, the specific meds or something? Because, good grief, that seems tedious. I don't want to do that. We'll come back to that one. What do you usually say when you shift?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, "It's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum," or "I love you, Dad." But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
I don't know. I got nothing. We asked her about whether or not it's real,
I don't know anything about.
or like,
The reality is that most of these people have been completely abandoned by their families, usually their children. If a mother abandons her children, it's scandalous. But if a son or daughter abandons their mother when she's dying after everything she's done for them, apparently that's just normal. I can protect my patients from that, even if it does take a little smoke and mirrors.
okay, tell me about your smoke and mirrors.
It's like I'm a mirror and I'm just reflecting back to them what they want to see. I completely change. My face, my hair, my clothes, my voice, everything.
Okay. Alright, that wraps up that. Why did you say I'm not going to die soon?
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
I mean, I'm sitting here at a computer. Did you hold my hand?
Well, I wasn't sure if it would still work. Sorry. It's just, I get a sense that I probably shouldn't say, but, well, just think what it would mean for you if I'd been able to shift.
If you had shifted, I would be near death.
Ask me something else.
If you did shift, it would mean I'm going to die.
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different. And I was also worried about what I might change into.
What might you change into? Also, what energy? Why is my energy... My energy's different?
It seems a bit, I don't know, murky and sort of a bit crackly at the same time. Like there's a lot of electricity around you. It's hard to describe.
Are we still going with that? Is that done? If you did shift, it would mean I'm going to die. What would you... What?
Sorry,
No, there was a thing she said here.
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different. And I was also worried about what I might change into.
Okay, why? Worried about what you might change into.
I've had a couple of bad experiences while shifting.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't really want to talk about all that now, though.
And that's the end of that train of thought. Okay, alright, cool. We're learning a lot more about this. Sarah Dekker. We gotta figure out this one.
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Okay, we know that he refused. Take care of it. I don't know. Do we have anything else here? No. I'll come back to Sarah Dekker. More Sarah Dekker here. Okay, so I think it's just down to Sarah Dekker and then Hilda's meds.
I've got her on a herbal compound.
Okay, herbal compound. Just start there. Yeah, it's got like some St. John's wort and ginkgo and murder. Just death. Just like, just grinding up a little bit of death for her to take every day.
The rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient anything that isn't on their charts. But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach.
So what changed? Wait, you're breaking the rules?
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
Oh, so Dekker knew that she's murdering people. Okay.
We talked about it once. He said I should do what I wanted and not worry about what anyone else thought.
I mean, like, okay, that's generally good advice, but in this exact specific context, that's terrible advice. That's the worst. Okay. What else does she say in here?
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care.
So doctors at home?
I feel like you're clutching at straws. Maybe you should take a break.
Yes, I should take a break.
No.
Okay, no, I should not take a break. Hurt her.
I don't know anything.
Nope. What else you got?
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients.
So doctors hardly around, or nurses?
Absolutely.
Bingo.
I'm not being big-headed or anything, but I'd do anything for my patients.
I'd do anything for my patients, like murder them and steal from them. Okay. Sarah Dekker. I don't even know how to approach that one, so hint. Sarah was one of your first patients.
I've been a nurse for ages, but I've only worked at the nursing home for the last year. I tend to move around quite a bit. I get quite fidgety if I stay in the same place too long.
Mariana said the same thing. Why do we have so many fidgety people that don't want to stick around? Okay, I guess that's in that. There's still more about Hilda's meds. When did Sarah die? If you've only worked there for a year, then this seems relatively recent.
I can't remember exactly. I'd only just started seeing Dr. Dekker.
Why did you see Dekker? Nope, just kidding. So there's still something else about Sarah. And there's still something about Hilda's meds.
I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
Give me a hint, game. If Hilda's still dying, sounds like the herbalism isn't working. Got it. Is the herbalism working?
Sorry, I wish...
Herbalism not working.
I'm sure it is. At the very least, it should make her feel more comfortable. Ease her suffering.
That, okay, that seemed to close off Hilda's meds. So, we've got this one then.
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Yeah, but you didn't stop booking sessions. You kept booking sessions. Why? Continue. Why continue sessions with Dekker?
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Yeah, it is. I want to know why you kept doing it. Oh man, we gotta be close. This is the last thing, right? We're so close. I have no idea. Man, of all the people here, she's the most, like, immediately, obviously murdery person, other than maybe Claire. Oh. Did she say she came to see Dr. Dekker for stress? In the first act, maybe. Oh, man. I will never remember this stuff across acts, let alone across, like, a different playthrough session. We're screwed the next time I pick this game up. You said you came to see Dekker for stress.
I wasn't really stressed about work. Well, maybe a little, but not enough to need a therapist. I just told you that because I didn't want you to know the real reason why I came to see Dr. Dekker.
Why all the lies? And that, okay, green. There it is. All right. Holy crap. Elin. With that, we're mostly going to be done. However, I want to make a note of some alibis. So, Bryce, he was at the art exhibit, and this was validated by verified by, what was her name? Lacey? It was Lacey and Jasmine. I don't remember which was which. Anyway, there was one of them. Who are the other people? Claire. Lake House. That's all we got. She was at the lake house. Jasmine's the one who worked at the art exhibit? Okay. Then Jasmine. So Lacey was the Medusa who was selling the double glaze, had an affair with her neighbor's husband, murdered the wife, buried her in the garden. Oh, jeez, this game. So we've got Bryce, Claire, we got Elin, Mariana, Nathan. Jaya. Okay, Elin was on a date at Pier. Verified by Jaya and Mariana. Mariana was just at the beach, right? Wasn't she just at the beach? I don't think she even did anything. What was Nathan doing? Oh, Nathan was at the at the church. And that was verified by Bryce. At church with student. The archaeology student that he was talking to about his dead fiance forever for like hours. Doesn't that suck? And Jaya was just at home, wasn't she? At home. Okay. So Claire, Mariana, and Jaya are the ones who kind of stand out as no way to verify their alibis. For motives, I feel like we need to track motive. Bryce. How did Bryce verify that Nathan was at the church? Oh, no. It wasn't Bryce. It wasn't Bryce. It was not Bryce. Good call. It was Lacey. No. Who was it who verified that? Bryce. Oh, Bryce verified it because the archaeologist's work got miscategorized because she was distracted by Nathan the whole night, and it's irked him because he just wants them gone. He wants them to stop digging up relics and just leave. Nathan says he was cursed by Dekker. Jaya, we don't know if Jaya has any alibi or like motive. We don't know if she has any. If she had it out for Dekker, other than that she just runs the place. Mariana just wants a cure. I don't know if there's a motive there for her. Elin also doesn't seem like she has a motive for hating Dr. Dekker. Claire had a mystery offer from Dekker. I don't know if that means anything. So far, Nathan is by far the one who feels... Oh, I guess Bryce also feels like his powers were given by Dekker. Does Bryce hate Dekker? Is he mad at him? I don't know. Claire so far has the strongest motive. Claire probably killed him. Other than the fact that, like, generally everybody seems to not like Dr. Dekker. Okay. I think that's sufficient. I think that's good enough to... Claire's just stab happy. Yeah, everything looks like a steak to her. You know the old saying, when the only tool that you have is a steak knife, then the whole world looks like a steak just waiting to be stabbed. I'm sure that is exactly how that goes.